Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready? What?
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks. Presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's sportsbook.
Everything you got, let's go.
Hello and welcome to week 3 of the Drew and Stu podcast. Cam, both of us had a middling week. Both went 8-8. You were 1-2 on your best bets. Houston and Chicago screwed you. And I was 2-1 with the Giants screwing me. I thought they were going to absolutely slaughter the Cardinals. They were your survivor pick last week, so good thing they came back from 21 points down in the third quarter. Crazy comeback. Dable took over the play calling. But I know you had a word for Chicago, the Bears, and Justin Fields.
Yeah, well, Drew, here's the deal. I don't know why I do the same things all the time, why I come back to teams, but hey, when they were down 3 and I actually had 3.5 on one of my books, I'm like thinking things are going pretty well. This is great. And then the old pick 6 by Fields, like, honest to God, kills the teasers, kills the game. It's just, we have to expect this in the NFL. What about the Saints game? I'm on the Saints. 10-point lead, backdoor. It was a push, whatever, but depends where you got. If you laid 3.5, you're done. So these things are going to happen in the league, buddy, and that's what we know about the NFL. The Rams, interesting field goal at the end. Could have been for point differential, but
that was the biggest screw job I've ever seen.
Hey, but here's people. Here's the new breed of like gambler. Oh, I want my money back. You know what? You made the bet. Like I don't know how many times I have to say, like, these are the same books that are giving money back to people for picking Mitchell Trubisky MVP at 80-1 and refunding them. Why? Why would you refund that bet? They should actually pay twice for making a stupider bet. But anyway, like, you know what I mean, Drew? Like, I've had golfers. You hit one shot, he hurts his back, you lose the money.
He withdraws.
Guys, if you're going to gamble, like, you can't just bitch and whine and complain about everything. Me and Drew lose, we win. Like, it's like everybody owes them something. Oh, you need to do this. You make the bet. You realize bad things could happen when you bet. You're not going to win all the time. But anyway, we got screwed on a couple of games. Drew, you know what? For me, we've been doing it so long now. Like I tell Morency, it's par for the course. It's love. It's life.
I just thought Sean McVay clearly had to know the number because you're kicking a field goal as time expires to make it 7 and not 10.
What do you think about the point differential angle when they break down tiebreakers and stuff? It's like number 5 and 6, but okay. Anyway, whatever.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. And as someone who had Nick Chubb's receiving prop last night to win over $2,000, Cam, that was not happy with that injury, but I'm not going to ask the book for my money back.
I know that's the thing. Like, people talk about it like, ooh, my player got hurt. Well, that's life. Like, deal with it. Like, I just don't understand how this new gambling era that we're in, like, people want their money back from stuff. No, it doesn't work that way. You know what? We never used to get bonuses, refund, like anything. Like, it used to be 100 times worse. So be happy. It's a lot better now. Like, you know what I mean?
Cam, this season, we get some credits. This season has not been good for the whole pay your running back angle, Cam. Saquon, David Montgomery, Jamal Williams, Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, all these guys going down. I probably missed somebody. And teams say we don't pay you because you guys don't last long, and they're like, oh, we're still the most important player. Are you? Because I think you pay guys that last longer.
Why I want running backs to get money is because they get hurt a lot. And I just want them to get.
But that's what I'm saying. But now I see you see the GM side of it. Why they're not paying them?
Yeah, I do. I totally do. But yeah, it works both ways, Drew. You're absolutely right. But then again, there's a lot of quarterbacks making $250 million that are stinking up large right now too. Right? Take a look at these guys who got the bag. A lot of them aren't playing very well.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, not so hot after signing the biggest contract ever. And then Patrick Mahomes, everyone was like, oh, he's such a nice guy. Look at his deal. And all of a sudden, the ego comes into play. And now he's the highest paid quarterback over the next 4 years. So you knew he wasn't going to sit at $45 million for too long. All right, Cam, let's get into this week. The San Francisco 49ers hosting the New York Giants, who with that crazy comeback, Brian Dable has taken over the play calling after the first 6 quarters, going scoreless, scoring 31 in the third and fourth against the Cardinals. This isn't the Cardinals, though, Cam. San Fran, 10.5-point favorites. Where are you leaning in this one?
I got to tell you, Drew, out of the gate, I looked at the week, and I might as well be reading like another language. I'm like, man, this is hard again. Like, nothing jumps off the page. It's like, it's been a very difficult year to start. Like, it's very hard. But I'm going to say this. It's a lot of points. I like what I saw from the Giants at the end of that game. It was horrible. Like, when they were losing the Cardinals and getting throttled, I'm like, like, this is big trouble for
They had Josh Dobbs dancing on them.
Oh, and as for the Cardinals, like, being this worst team or whatever, like, Drew, like, they've been pretty good, don't you think? Like, they're covering.
It might be Chicago again, Cam. It might be Chicago again.
So yeah, well, Chicago can't. They're 0-2 against the spread, and what is Arizona 2-0? So that's what we do. We bet spreads. I'm going to take the 10.5 with the Giants. You talked about Dayball calling the plays. This is not going to be easy. This seems like a classic San Francisco game where the back door's open. I could see them up like 14-16 and the Giants like scoring a touchdown and losing by 9. I don't think San Fran's going to lose, Drew, but it's also an interesting point with Barkley hurt for 3 weeks. Matt Breida, former Niner, will probably get some touches. We'll see what kind of game plan they have. There's a couple other guys in the mix. So give me the G-Men plus 10.5.
Cam, I'm going to go the other way already to start the show. I'm going San Fran. I can see San Fran scoring 31-40 on this Giants defense because this Giants defense has not impressed me at all this year. And I just can't see the Giants keeping up. This isn't the Cardinals defense over here, Cam. They're not going to give you – they might score 20, but I could see this being a 31-20 win for San Fran, and that covers the number. So give me the San Francisco 49ers, Cam. And where do you think Bagman is on this one? Let's see where you start this one.
Let's start the week off. If I could just bet Bagman's picks, I'd be rich. San Francisco.
Correct, Cam. Bagman on the 49ers.
Me and Bagman, I'll tell you, this guy, we kind of, hey, Drew, we kind of know where he's going all the time. Love this guy.
It's hilarious. All right, Cam, going to Sunday. The Chargers going to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Both the most disappointing 0-2 teams in the league, probably, because they've played their offenses have played great. Their defense is not so much. They've blown games. Cam, I'll start in this one. Until the Chargers stop being the Chargers, I can't pick them. So give me Minnesota as the home dogs. I think Kirk Cousins is just as good as Herbert so far this season. I think it's their offenses. Vikings probably have the edge there. Defenses, I mean, Staley's going to screw this up somehow. So until he proves he's not an incompetent head coach, I got to go with the Minnesota Vikings.
As I said, Drew, with the Bears, this is going to be on. You can get the Cam banned list. I'm going back. Okay, I must be nuts, but I'm going to say this. Dolphins, third in double digits all the time. The Chargers gave that game away. They were going in for the winning touchdown. Herbert can't get it done in the final drive. They settle for a field goal and then punt the ball. Tennessee wins in overtime. I don't know how much you could do to actually try to lose games as the Chargers are. Staley's a moron as a coach. I agree, but the Vikings defense, I think, is porous. I will take the Chargers one more time. I don't know what you want me to do for punishment. Well, probably going to need it. What do I have to lay? 1? They have to win the damn game. Give me the friggin' Chargers. I actually think they're going to win this game by actually I can't even see number because they'll find a way to screw it up. I think they win by 3.
All right. So you're trusting Brandon Staley with your money.
No, I don't trust them. I just don't trust the Vikings either. And I have problems. Chargers.
Once again, this is just leans. These aren't our picks. Our main bet will be the best bets we give you at the end of the show. Cam, where do you think Mystery Tiebreaker Man is on this one?
I think he's going to go with the Vikings.
Ooh, wrong. 1-1 to start the show. With you on the Chargers.
Rattled. Okay.
Surprised. A little shocking. I don't know. Once again, everyone, this show is brought to you by Sports Interaction. 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN for the latest promos and to see our picks. Okay, moving on, Cam. The Green Bay Packers hosting the New Orleans Saints, coming off that win over Carolina, where Derek Carr did not look great. Jamal Williams got hurt. Tony Jones, 2 rushing touchdowns. The Packers blew it against the Falcons, Cam. I don't know what Jordan Love was doing on that QB sneak where he fell over his guard and I don't know if he didn't snap it, but that was a mess. Cam, 2-point favorite at home. Do you want me to start this one?
Yes, damn right I do.
I'm gonna go with the Saints here. I like the Saints defense to go into Lambeau and hold Jordan Love in this offense in check at least enough to cover the number. Could Green Bay win this game? Of course they could, but I got to go with the underdog here just because.
You know what, Drew? I thought long and hard about this game. I've gone both sides. I'm looking low spread for Green Bay. They lost a heartbreaker. The Saints didn't really look great, but then again, that was a backdoor cover by Carolina. They did have a 10-point lead. It's pretty simple for me. If they can work on that offensive line and just find methods to protect Carr, I think they'll win the game. So I'll take the 2 points with the Saints as well. Very difficult game, but as of now, I lean New Orleans.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to defense in this one. Can Green Bay's defense shut down this New Orleans Saints offense and vice versa? So I think, we agree, this could be a 1-point game. You could see either of these teams winning 21-20, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a very tough game. It could come down to the last possession. I'd rather have the points and getting points rather than laying. So Saints it is, but I don't love it.
Fair. Okay, Cam, your gold pick last week, the Houston Texans, though we switched on Sunday because we were both on the Colts as of Sunday morning with all the injuries in Houston. And Gardner Minshew coming in seemed to help the Colts.
Oh, yeah. So for everyone who says I'm an idiot about backup quarterbacks, that's funny. You tell me, Drew. Yeah. So I can go on the show with these guys and get ripped every week. Gardner Minshew is better than how many starting quarterbacks in this league, in your opinion? Maybe 3?
Maybe more.
Well, no. Out of the young guys, he's better than Bryce Young now.
Out of the rookies,
he's
for
better
sure.
than all. Yeah, let's name them. Is he better than Ritter? Ritter's getting a little bit better, but yes, Gardner Minshew is better.
Stroud, Richardson,
yes,
Young.
a couple other guys are on the cusp too.
Yeah.
I got one. Fields.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mac Jones even, I'd take him over.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh, but yeah,
Listen,
okay,
Drew,
the Houston
I like
Texans,
that. I'm
Cam.
always getting ripped. Oh, Cam loves backup quarterbacks. Yeah, because their Gardner Minshew knows how
You
to win
do
football
you
games.
do love backup quarterbacks though, but
I
it is
do. But
they
I'm right on
sometimes
him, though. Am I right
yeah,
on him?
you are.
Okay.
And good teams with backup quarterbacks usually cover, Cam. That's just a fact.
Thank you.
Um, Houston plus 8.5 going to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Do you trust the Texans again this week? You can start here, Cam. This is a lot of points to lay with the Jags.
Oh, God. I look at this game going Jacksonville might throttle them. Then I'm thinking Houston historically kind of plays Jacksonville tough. Like they're
Mhm.
one of those weird teams. 8.5. So we have movement. It's
And
been bet
opened at
down.
10.
Yeah.
It's
You know
reverse
what?
line movement.
I'm gonna take Houston. I could change my opinion, but this game smells, Drew. Doesn't it smell like a real fishy game, like some dead salmon when your dog rolls in it at the river? I don't like anything
It's
about
very
this game at all, but I will take the points. Yeah, my dog used to roll in dead salmon. That's what the retrievers do. I will take a horrible team like Houston. 8.5, please.
Yeah, I don't like when the public's betting the side. It goes from 10 to 8.5, so it's Vegas laying that trap door for you. But they laid that trap door for the Miami Dolphins last week and ended up being a smart
Yep.
trap to fall into that we didn't. So give me. I'm falling for the trap, Cam. Give me the Jaguars. I don't see this bounce back game for the Jags. Their
Fair
offense
enough.
didn't look great against KC at all, but I got to go with them here. Where do you think mystery tiebreaker man is on this one?
Jags.
Correct. Back on the winning side of the Bagman hits. 2-1 so far with the Bagman picks, Cam. All right, my gold pick in back-to-back weeks has hit on the Tennessee Titans, Cam.
Yeah, you love it.
I
You should
don't
get a
want.
Tennessee jersey. Screw the Bills. They're a
I
money-making
know,
machine for you.
Cam. They're making money for me, and until they let me down, I don't know if I should get off the wagon. But they're going to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Browns 3-point home favorites. It opened at 3.5. It's now down to 3 after Deshaun Watson looked terrible on Monday Night Football. Cam, have you seen this on Monday Night Football? The last 3 games, DeMar Hamlin's heart injury where he almost died on the field.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Oh, Aaron Rodgers' Achilles rupture.
Nick
And
Chubb.
last night, Nick Chubb's knee gets blown up. So, like, if you're playing on Monday Night Football now, like, you got to be like crossing your fingers and toes and hoping nothing happens. But the
Yeah.
Browns, Cam, did not look good last night on offense. Their defense looked great. Their defense probably shuts down Tannehill in this offense. Like, this game's got like 6-3 written all over it, right?
Oh, I'm hoping that 7-3 Cleveland written all over it because I'm going to take the 3 with Cleveland. I'll get that nice number. Wish it was 2.5. We're not getting 2.5. It's 3 flat right now. Here's the thing: Deshaun Watson he does look bad sometimes. Drew, he made a couple nice plays, but that stupid face mask really cost him when he got aggressive running the ball in that game. Like that was a complete face mask. I love that he called it too because usually the offensive player could do whatever he wants to the defensive guy, but he obviously grabbed his head and threw him down, and yeah, that was nuts. But as for Tennessee. They just find ways. It's very hard to bet against them, but this is a spot for Cleveland. And I'm not worried about Nick Chubb. I think Ford is going to be fine. They have a couple good young running backs. The kid from Alabama, Ford, is good. Deshaun Watson just needs to figure it out and find some guys. I think Cleveland can win this game and just cover the number. Give me Cleveland Brown.
Cam, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not going off the Titans just yet. They're a money-making machine, and I think they can win this game outright, honestly. So give me the Tennessee Titans as +3. I think these teams are very, very even, so give me the underdog. That's where I'm rolling with this. Tannehill probably same level as Watson right now. Maybe a bit worse.
Yeah,
Watson
not
hasn't
much.
looked great.
Not
Watson
much.
hasn't looked great. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you think mystery tiebreaker man is on this one?
Tennessee.
Correct, Cam. That's 3-1 now.
I
with
knew I'd
the
get it
Bagman
back,
picks.
Drew. You knew I'd get it back.
Yeah, I knew you'd get it back on track.
I really wish this was the game. I would love it so much.
We gotta make it like a prop, like a free. You get a free bet at Sports Interaction if
Actually,
you can go
Drew,
like
should
over
keep track
7 or
of it, what
something.
I am versus Bagman. Like I got to be going at like an 85-90% clip. It's like 6-2 or 8. Like every
week.
Like,
Every week you get like 2 wrong.
Like I don't
that's
think
true.
I've ever had a losing week with Bagman's picks ever,
It's
and I've
true.
had lots of losing weeks betting the NFL. I'll tell you that.
That's factual, Cam. The Colts going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. The Ravens 8-point favorites at home. 54% of the public is on the Ravens, so it's very even split, Cam. The total is only 44, so they expect a low-scoring game. Lamar Jackson looked great last week, Cam. Looked like the Ravens we thought they were going to be. We were both on the Ravens last week against the Bengals because we knew the Bengals didn't look very, very good, Cam. Where are you going in this one? Do you think the Ravens can throttle the Colts?
Your turn.
All right, my turn. I'm going with the Ravens here. Even if Anthony Richardson plays, I like the Ravens to throttle the Colts in this spot. This is a welcome to the NFL type game for me if Richardson's playing quarterback, I think, or he sees like, oh wow, like Lamar is what I want to learn to be kind of thing. That's that style of quarterback. So give me the Ravens -8.
I'm with you. I think this is a spot for the Ravens to absolutely kick the crap out of the Colts. I'm expecting, a 17-point win. Hopefully, then we don't even have to worry about a backdoor. Baltimore looks like the real deal. Lamar Jackson, they're a scary team. You saw, we know Cincinnati, Burrow's been banged up and stuff, but that's an impressive win. Look at Baltimore. They find a way to get it done on the road and win by 10 points. I'm not getting in front of this Ravens train. 2-0 record, 2-0 ATS. Fine, good enough for me. Let's make it 3-0. Go Raven.
Yeah, I agree with you, Cam. They were my Super Bowl pick. You had them going pretty far as well, I think, in the preseason show.
I think I have them going deep, but I have Dallas and Jacksonville. I think I had them losing to
Yeah.
Jacksonville in the AFC Championship.
All right, the Broncos, Cam, coming off that blown lead. Sean Payton needs to learn how to coach again, apparently, because they were up 21-3 against the Commanders and blew the game. It makes no sense how that happened.
That's what he gets for talking at the start of the year and ripping the Jets and everything, dude. Just mind your own business and your own team. It's bad karma.
The Broncos going to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Dolphins 7-point favorites at home. Open at 6.5. It's moved to 7 because 73% of the public is on Miami. Cam, the Dolphins didn't look good on Sunday Night Football against the Patriots, but that's Bill Belichick's defense. This isn't Belichick's defense they're going against here, and this is a home game. The worst thing about Sean Payton, Cam, was they got that crazy Hail Mary touchdown, and he's laughing. He's not even like you should have a 2-point conversion call play like ready to go, though that was blatant pass interference. You agree, right?
Yeah, I do. But the bottom line is this. You can't have a rookie quarterback, Hal, and these guys come back the way they do at home. Russell Wilson is done. He's cooked. Like I'm telling you.
He did look good on some nice deep balls, though,
A
Cam.
couple. But I'm just telling you, though, the end of the line is coming real soon, Drew. And you said it. That defense has been awful. That's one thing you always expect from Denver is a quality
100%.
defensive effort. They don't get it. I'll take Miami. This game might be changed later on in the week, but I'll take the 7 with Miami. I think even if they win, they'll probably win by a touchdown. It'll be a push. I'll take Miami, but they're superior to Denver. I don't trust the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cam, on Miami. We saw Jahan Dotson and McLaurin running around. We saw Brian Robinson running all over the Broncos. Their defense looks terrible, and that's a bad formula to go against all the speed that Miami has on offense. Like, who's covering Tyreek Hill? Who's covering Jalen Waddle? Who's covering Mostert out of the backfield? Like, they're going to have a heyday. This could be like a 5-touchdown game for Tua, Cam. I just don't see the Broncos keeping up at all. So we are in agreement on the Miami Dolphins. All right. The New England Patriots, Cam, 0-2, going to New York to take on the Jets, who are 1-1. The Jets are 3-point home dogs. This is a far cry from what this line we thought would be coming into the season. And Cam, I don't see Zach Wilson being able to win this game or cover this number. He's going to throw this game away. But then Mac Jones might throw it away on the other side.
That's the thing.
I'm going under 36.5 points in this game, Cam, but give me the Patriots as road favorites. I think they win this game 9-6 or 10-6.
How about 9-7, Drew? Because I'll take the Jets +3. And and the only reason the game doesn't go out under is if these guys basically they throw
defensive
picks.
Scores.
Yeah. Defensive scores are the problem of the game. So I'm going to take the Jets. You're right, Wilson. But then again, Dallas's defense is really, really good. So I'm going to think it's going to be what? I know.
So
I
the
know.
Patriots
I'm getting 3 points with the Jets at home. I'm going to take it. It's a horrible game. So yes, give me Johnny Jet.
All right, let's see where you are on this one with mystery tiebreaker, man.
He'll take the Patriots.
Ooh, incorrect, Cam. He's on the Jets.
I started. See, Drew, once you get cocky, you're done. I said I always win at this game. Not so much.
You thought too long about it. You had your instinct, I think, was going to the Jets.
My instinct was the Jets too, and I switched.
All right, Cam. The Buffalo Bills going to Washington, take on the Commanders, coming off their big win over the Denver Broncos. The Bills throttled the Raiders like we said would happen. Josh Allen had a get-right game. They are 6.5-point road favorites. Eric Bieniemy and that offense look great, Cam. Can the Bills go in and win by more than 7?
They can. I'm not sure if they're going to. I got to give Washington a lot of credit. Like the way they've been playing right now, the way they've been grinding. This might change for me, but I'm going to take the Commanders in this spot. The one thing, I know the Bills played better. They still had some sloppiness against the Raiders, despite spending the number. I think they could have won that game by more points. I'm going to take Washington and hold my breath. Bills might win this game by 7, but I'm getting a home dog of over 6 points, 6.5. I'm going to take the Commanders. Very impressed with their offense, and it looks like Hal's figuring it out pretty quick.
Yeah, it helps when you have Bieniemy as your OC, Cam, and not Riverboat Ron calling the plays.
Correct.
I'm going to go with the Bills here, Cam, just because they have a history of beating up on worse teams, and they love winning games by double digits, like not close games. So Give me the Buffalo Bills. This is Washington's get right. Like, well, true test. Like, if Washington keeps this game within 7 points, they're the real deal, and I think they could be a playoff team in the NFC.
Yep.
If they get blown out, then they're the Washington who we thought they were. So I think this is a game that's going to reveal a lot to me. But give me the Buffalo Bills. Now, Mystery Bagman Cam, where's he at?
Buffalo.
Correct. He's with the Bills -6.5. So I think that was a pretty obvious one.
Yeah, it was.
The Falcons, Cam, going to Detroit to take on your Detroit Lions, who you were the only one I saw in all these shows that were like, stop trusting the Lions. The Seattle Seahawks are going to win this game outright. And so you got to give you the Barry Horowitz pat on the back,
I made a lot of bad picks, though, but that one was a good one.
You told everyone.
That line was that was the biggest fish line I've ever seen. Like,
it was disrespect to Seattle.
It really was. And Seattle came to play. Let me tell you, Drew, this is the problem with betting the NFL. Like, the Lions they made some mistakes in that game. It's kind of like they took their foot off the pedal. I got to be honest with you, Dan Campbell's a great guy, but he also like wavers. Like, sometimes I think he's too aggressive. Then he's not. Like, he's just all over the place.
He doesn't make sense sometimes. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. I know the players, they like him. They play for him, but he doesn't make a lot of sense. Here's the deal. This line is only 3. I think it's a bounce back spot. I know everyone loves Frank Falcon, and he's been great, but I like Detroit at home. But Campbell might screw this up with a dumb play call or two, but I think Detroit will win this game by a touchdown. They're a better team than Atlanta. Give me Detroit.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Lions here, Cam. I think they're a way better team than the Falcons. The Falcons, if you stop their running game, then they got to throw the ball, and Desmond Ridder has proven he's not that great at throwing the football, Cam. Give me the Lions -3. I don't like the reverse line movement, but 3 points is 3 points. Take the better team every time when it's only a 3-point game. So give me Jared Goff to bounce back. I think they can win this game by like 30, Cam. Like, I don't think it's going to be close.
I hope so, because we're betting.
It might be in my minerals. We'll see. Your Seahawks now hosting the Carolina Panthers, 5.5-point home favorites. What a swing. They go from 5.5-point home road dogs to now 5.5-point home favorites. Is this now too much of an overcorrection, Cam? Or what do you think?
I've gone back and forth in this game too. You know what I've learned about Seattle, Drew, and I told people this, it's the complete opposite from the Seahawks we remember. They're actually better at the 1 o'clock games in the East Coast than the 4 o'clock home games in the West. They used to dominate teams. I know. And they're a better dog than favorite. It's just one of those things. Like, listen, I think Seattle wins this game, but that number is good. I think they win between 4 and 6, 5.5. I'm actually going to take Carolina and hold my breath. This game might be changed, but I think Seattle wins, but I don't think it's as easy as people think.
Yeah, Cam. 80% of the public is currently on the Seahawks, and the line has moved from -6 to -5.5. This is the trap of all traps this weekend. We've always said on the show, if 80% is on one side, the alarm bells go off and you go the other way. So I'm blindly betting the Panthers here. I trust you saying Seattle's not as good at home as they are on the road or in the 1 o'clock East Coast games. So give me the Panthers. And this could be a backdoor cover all over again, Cam. They might be down 10 and score a touchdown and lose by 3 again, just like they did to the Saints. I can see that same nonsense happening. So give me the Carolina Panthers. Okay, Cam. The Dallas Cowboys, probably, if you had to pick, they're probably the best team in football right now, right? Like, if you had to rank your 1, 2, 3, 4, Cowboys probably number 1?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
Cowboys.
I got to be honest with you, all the crap that Mike McCarthy takes, the guy's been doing well. He covers numbers, Drew. Like, we've been talking about it on our show. Like, me and Gabe were talking, but like before, like, the guy, he looks kind of stupid and stuff, but he's not. Like, they're doing well. Like, they're winning money. Like, and for all these people, I like Dallas a lot this year. They just can't screw this thing up. But here's the deal. This is a huge spread. Like, I don't know, like, does Arizona scoring, is the backdoor in play? I like Dallas. I think they should, if they want to, they can win this game by 28 points, but will they? So I will take Dallas. But again, we tape this very early in the week. It's a lean right now. I'm not sure. Like, Arizona's getting 12, and they play pretty hard against the Giants. But listen, if Dallas shows up, they'll murder them. I'll take Dallas.
Yeah, Cam, this is might be one of my favorite picks of the week. I love the Cowboys -12 going to Arizona. No weather conditions to worry about. Josh Dobbs and this offense isn't going to have a heyday against the Giants defense like they did last week, Cam. They're not scoring 4 touchdowns against Dallas. And I think Dallas could put up a 40 burger against this Cardinals defense if they play it right. Like, every now and then, Dallas is going to have a Dallas game where Dak Prescott throws some picks or Mike McCarthy calls some boneheaded play. But as long as they avoid that, I think they cover this number by, I think at kickoff, Cam, this is going to be like 15.5. So I'm taking 12.
That's a good call. If you like Dallas, bet it early. It will definitely be 14. I think it'll go up 2 points.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, Cam, your Chicago Bears, who you love so dearly, going to Kansas City to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I hate the Bears.
The Chiefs, 13-point favorites at home. the Chiefs have a history of not covering big numbers. We've already seen it in week 1 this season, but then they cover the low numbers. But can you trust the Bears, Cam? Like, are you
No,
going
you
back to the
can't.
well?
I'm gonna like the Chargers. Here's the deal, Drew. If both of these teams don't cover, we're gonna have to make me do something stupid, or we'll come up with a plan. I'm taking 13 with Chicago. I must need my head examined. This team has killed me this year, but I'm still right when you expect them to do even worse. This is the week they'll show up. It's almost like that golfer I bet. I can't get off them. It's a lot of points, and Kansas City burns money laying double-digit
It's
spreads.
true.
The Bears are horrible. Give me Chicago plus 13. Oh, God, plug my nose.
Oh, man. This is going to be a stay away for me when it comes to betting on
You
Sunday,
know what I
Cam.
mean? We got to bet the game.
No, 100%. So give me the Kansas City Chiefs because Chicago's arguably the worst team in football. I told you last week I thought they were one of the worst teams in football, and I don't like
You're
betting
right.
on them. And somehow you convinced me to bet on them. I'm not being convinced again, Cam. I'm not doing it.
Drew, I lost money
Yeah.
on those teasers and everything too. Don't worry. I'm not just hurting myself. I'm hurting you. Like, I don't mean to do that. Like, I thought,
No.
honestly, and let's call it out for what it is. We would have got the push or win when it was 3 and he throws a pick 6. I thought they were going to march down the field and win.
Not only the
We're
pick
gonna
6,
win.
Cam, it was the same screen pass 3 plays in a row. And
It
then you
was
saw
ridiculous.
Shaq Thompson and the defense say after the game, like, yeah, I mean, we saw them line up in the exact same formation. We knew it was coming. Like, it was pretty easy to intercept that ball.
What a joke.
That's just embarrassing that you can't. And like, you're seeing him miss wide open running backs in the slot. He's missing guys in the end zone wide open. Like, I don't know what Fields is looking at, but he's losing it. And now he's blaming the play calling, not even taking any onus on himself. Whenever a quarterback does that, that's not a good sign. That's some Zach Wilson stuff from last season, Cam, in New York.
Yep.
So give me the Kansas City Chiefs. Where do you think Bagman is on this one?
Chiefs.
Correct. Okay, so only 2 wrong so far, Cam. I think that's
Am I
what 5-2
or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right, Cam. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the yellow and black, going to the silver and black in Vegas, take on the Raiders. Raiders 1-point home favorites, Cam. Coming off a disappointing push or not covered last night, depending on what number you got. Where do you lean in this one? Would you like me to start?
Yeah, it's kind of an old school matchup, Drew. Kind of like wrestling. Like, remember back in the day when the Steelers played the Raiders, like they had loaded casts and stuff like that, and guys were getting carted off the field. Like, this is more of like a wrestling battle royal than a football game with the old legacies of these teams. They used to both be killers, but yes, begin.
Oh, wait, and yeah, I'm saying they covered last night. That was the Saints. I just got Derek Carr in my head.
No.
That's completely wrong what I just said.
Yeah. No, Pittsburgh covered.
Yeah.
We were on them. Yeah.
No, they didn't cover. They got slaughtered by the Bills. We were just, I was just thinking of the Saints last night because the Raiders logo made me think of Derek Carr, but that was not the case. The Raiders got slaughtered by the Buffalo Bills, Cam. So give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their defense, Cam. The offense in Pittsburgh looks terrible right now this season. They can't get any momentum going. George Pickens looks like the real deal, but besides that, it does not look good. Kenny Pickett does not look like a starting quarterback in the NFL. We'll see if he wakes up this week against a lesser Raiders defense. But I think the Steelers defense can keep Vegas and Garoppolo in check enough to cover this number and win this football game. So give me Pittsburgh, Cam.
Agreed. You're right about Pickett too. He needs to, he's been in the league now. It doesn't look like he's getting any better. The one thing about the Steelers is they make big plays at big times. You saw the pick 6 to open up the game. I will take them. We are getting 1 point. I think this is a very close game. Basically almost a coin flip. I'll take 1 point, even if we're an underdog. I'll take Pittsburgh, Drew, but very difficult game.
Yeah, I don't think it's very difficult. Thinking about it more, Cam, I think their defense is just too good for the Raiders to move the football. We saw if you take Jimmy G and make him throw the football and take away their running game, they got some trouble. And -2 rushing yards for Josh Jacobs last week. That's an embarrassing game by the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cam, going to Monday Night Football. We got another doubleheader. Do you like the Monday Night doubleheader?
Yes.
I hate it.
I love
you
it.
Like it?
You should just spread it out more. You start the one at 7, and you start the other one at 9:30. It doesn't need to be close to each other. You need first of all, you need an East Coast matchup and a West Coast matchup, and it's fine. I don't mind 2 games on Monday night. They just need to do it better. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't like where it's like, oh, it's halfway through the first quarter. Oh, surprise, the other game's starting. And I'm just like, oh, well, I guess I need 2 TVs now. I thought the 5 TV setup was only for Sundays, but it's not. The Philadelphia Eagles, Cam, going to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Eagles 5.5-point road favorites. The Buccaneers have impressed me, Cam, to start the season. I'm not going to lie. Baker Mayfield seems like he's rejuvenated. Their D-line looks absolutely unstoppable, but they're going against probably the best D-line in football on the other side in Philadelphia. You can start here, Cam, because this one's tough for me. I'm leaning Eagles, but tell me why I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. All games are tough. I'm going to take Philadelphia, but let's put an asterisk beside it. We need to know what's happening with their defensive players. If they get these guys back, I love them this week. If not, I'm very concerned, and I might take Tampa Bay. This is a really big game to look at the injury report because Minnesota shredded Philadelphia. The line is 5.5. But you brought up a great point. Mayfield, you're not going to – big
No.
difference between going against the Bears and Philadelphia. You're going to be on your ass, bro. Give me Philadelphia -5.5.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you here on the Eagles, Cam. You didn't convince me otherwise. You're on my side. So, I can't see Baker having more than 2 seconds to throw a football. And I know Mike Evans has looked great, but that's because Baker's had time in the pocket. And
Another
he's not
thing
gonna
about
have
that
time
is he pushed off on that touchdown so bad, and they never called it. Like the Bears got like not only are they brutal, like they got no calls in that. Like it was crap. But anyway, that's the NFL.
That's the NFL. Yeah, that's the NFL officiating, Cam. We're never going to get.
Evans is the master of that. They never call it on him either.
Well, he likes to like if you put his arms close and then he goes like, whoa, like I didn't do anything.
He's good. He's very good.
That's why he's got 7 straight years with 1,000 yards, Cam.
Yes.
The Rams going to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. We don't know if Joe Burrow's going to play. It's looking iffy. I feel like he still forced himself to play because they can't go down 0-3. But do you trust them as 1.5-point favorites?
No.
If Burrow plays, this game probably 4.5, 5.5?
Yeah, that's why you're right, Drew. That's why I'm taking Cincinnati. I think he will play. They can't afford to go 0-3. I know they're the Bengals, but still, they're going to do anything they can to help this guy. He's going to get the best doctors in town. The line's low. Take it now. I think they'll probably win this game it'll be close to the number. I don't see them blowing out the Rams. The Rams have been pretty good, but I got to take Cincinnati in this spot. They're at home. If they can't find a way to win by more than 2 points against the Rams, they got bigger problems than I thought. Give me another cat. Give me a Bengal.
Yeah, the Super Bowl rematch, Cam. We'll see. I think Burrow will be get up for this one. Though Cincinnati's dumb. They should have rested him the first 4 weeks like Jamar Chase told them to because now he looks bad. His calf's hurt again. This is going to be a whole lingering issue.
Too. They made a big mistake, Cincinnati. You should have got a veteran backup. Like you should have gone after a guy like Minshew or a player of that ilk because you're going to need him with Burrow. And we knew Burrow was hurt. You invest all that money in him. Who cares if like Browning comes out and these other losers that they got? Like you need a serviceable backup.
This is going to be a lingering issue all season too, Cam. Like you can't just if his calf's going to hurt and when he tries to break away from a sack because the O-line's trash too. So
I know.
Good luck against Aaron Donald. I think I like it now 1.5 Cincy, but if Burrow plays and this moves to 4.5 or 5.5, I'm going to be on the Rams side. So we'll tune into the Friday show.
We're betting it now, and we're getting 2.
So I'm saying to tune into the Friday show when you see me switch my pick to the other side.
I agree.
And how about Puka Nacua, Cam? NFL record, 25 catches in his first 2 games.
Guy's amazing.
The record of the water. It was 19 catches before that. Is this kid the real deal?
He is the real deal. You saw what he did against Seattle. He did it back-to-back weeks. The 49ers defense is good, bro.
I know.
You know what? Let's give Matt Stafford some credit. He looks fresh and rejuvenated. I thought he was like very close to done. He looks great. Credit's due.
I'm worried because I have Puka Nacua in 2 different leagues. I picked them up in fantasy.
Wow, good pick.
And I'm thinking I should trade him now before Cup is back because once Cup comes back, he's going to be second or third fiddle, right?
Probably shouldn't have said that on the show, but I'm not sure if your fantasy players in your league listen or watch. But I agree. If somebody offers you something good and then Cup comes back, he won't be as effective. I agree.
No, and like Stafford's the king of locking on a one receiver. We saw it with Calvin Johnson. Now we've seen it with Cooper Kupp. Now we see it with Nacua.
Yeah.
So like the best receiver on his team, he's just like, I'm just gonna keep throwing to that guy, and it seems to work. I don't know why more quarterbacks don't just do that, Cam. Just feed your beast.
Agreed.
It's the way to go. All right, Cam,
I got an idea. Do we have to make mineral picks on this show, or can we wait until Friday? Can we change our mineral picks on Friday?
Yeah, you can change your mineral picks on Friday.
Okay, I thought those ones were locked in. See, I don't know.
No. You can change whatever you want on Friday, Cam.
Okay,
all right, we'll start with our survivor picks, though. You survived by the hair on your chinny chin on the Giants, Cam. You had Washington week 1, Giants week 2. Are you going against the Cardinals again in week 3 with the Cowboys?
Oh, God. I'm going to take Miami.
Oh.
Just something a little bit. It's them or Baltimore. I'll go with Miami against Denver.
Miami against Denver. I like that. I'm going to go with the heavy favorite Dallas, Cam.
Well, I could take them or the Chiefs, but I don't know. Like maybe I'll just go with Miami.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's a fine pick. Home team, not a division game. Same as Dallas. I think this is going to be one of the easiest weeks in Survivor, Cam. I mean, now that I said that, it probably won't be.
Final score: Denver 17, Miami 17. Shocker.
I just this week has so many like free wins. I think even Buffalo over Washington. Like
what
you said,
money line team is going to screw it up? That's the question. Like, what are these? This happens every week. Like, what team is going to screw up these easy money line parlays that everyone puts together? I
think it could be Philly. Like, I can see Philly being upset by Tampa, but like, I feel like Miami is the easiest like upset pick out of the big ones because you could see Tua throwing the game around.
Can Chicago? What would you do if Chicago beat Kansas City? Will you eat your? Will you eat a shoe?
No, I'd celebrate because it gives the Bills a better chance of the 1 seed.
What do we do with these minerals, Drew? You start.
Let's do our best
I'm so rattled. Like I don't.
All right, I'll start, Cam. My bronze pick of the week is the Dallas Cowboys. I think they go into Arizona and absolutely throttle them. 12 points is not enough. I think it moves to 14 or 14 and a half by kickoff. So while it is 12, give me the bronze pick, Dallas Cowboys, 12 points.
I'm going to go with my bronze pick. I'm going to go with the Detroit Football Lions -3 against Atlanta. I think it's a good spot for Detroit after losing to Seattle in heartbreaking fashion. I know everyone's on Atlanta. Detroit's still a better team. They'll find a way to get it done and win this game. I think they win by a touchdown. Give me Detroit.
I like that pick, Cam. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be my silver selection. I think they go into Vegas and beat the Raiders outright. So as long as they're underdogs, I love that pick as my silver selection. Give me Mike Tomlin as an underdog once again. I don't think you can go wrong betting Mike Tomlin as an underdog ever. So give me that silver pick, Steelers.
Okay, everybody. Cam Stupid. Yep, going to do it again. I see a big win for the Lightning Bolts in Minnesota. Give me Geoff's Chargers one more time. I think they actually show up this week, even though they're 0-2 ATS and god-awful. Staley, just get out of the way. Figure it out. Like, you guys, no offense. Minnesota's, I don't think, a great team either. Their defense, probably the best play in this game is the over, but it's been bet to 54. But I will take the Chargers -1, and I need help.
Cam, trust in the Chargers. Your gold pick better not be Chicago, or I'm turning your camera off. That's what I'll tell you right now.
I thought about it, but I'm not going to do it.
My gold pick, Cam, will be for the third straight week, the Tennessee Titans. Give me them until they stop making me money. I can't not bet them. Give me the Titans to win this game outright, and they're 3-point dogs on the road in Cleveland. I love it, Cam. Tennessee Titans, gold selection. Where are you going with your gold?
I don't know what to do, buddy. It's so hard. You know what? Give me Cincinnati right now at -2. I know this is a play on Burrow getting better, but this is a must-win game. The Rams, sure, they've been a lot better, but Cincinnati, you got to hit the desperation button. It's only -2 right now. If you can't beat the Rams at home by 2, like, you're supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. If Burrow is healthy enough to go and they can protect them, they're going to slice and dice this team. Give me Cincinnati. But, Drew, as you know, things could change.
Yes, and it wouldn't shock you to see the Rams beat them, especially if Burrow's not playing. Like, this line's going to swing completely the other way. All right, Cam. That was a fun show. Week 3 picks off the board. We'll be back on Friday to discuss our Week 3 changes. Again,
Drew, I think we should go do it a day earlier. I think we should get the video out on Thursday just for more hits. But we'll talk about, maybe we'll get it out later afternoon or whatever. We'll figure it out because I'm working doing a lot of stuff. But the earlier the better, Drew. I think you're down with that. Well, we're going to try to get this thing out.
Cam has promised the viewers the show will be out Thursday. Let's see if he holds to it. If Cam's available, I'll be available.
As you see me passed out with a bottle. Hey, sorry, Drew, that was the night off. No, don't worry. We'll be fine.
Drew, I mixed too much White Claw with my vodka because I'm crazy.
Yeah. What, you mean my mix with my vodka? Anyway, we'll be ready to go on Thursday.
Once again, this show is brought to you by Sports Interaction. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN for the latest promos and tips. 19 plus. Please play responsibly, and we will see you on Thursday. Thanks for watching.
This has been Drew and Stu, presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's sportsbook. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.